there are some propositions, and I'm very welcome when our real friends, strategic friends, and then when they propose their help, not just by the words, by steps, militarily, humanitarily, or such way diplomatically.
Thank you. TT?
Prime Minister Zelenskiy, first of all, I'd like to ask you, would you say that you're more or less optimistic that you will find a peace solution comparing to 1 year ago? And secondly, Ulf Kristersson, can you please elaborate a little bit on the financial solution here? You talked about a little bit about the frozen assets and so on, and but how much of a help would that be?
Yeah, please. I'm more positive than 9 months ago. I think we made a lot of work. I think our relations with the United States moved to the right side. Thank you.
To state, but just to state the obvious, if you want to make a big Gripen deal with Ukraine on the scale of 100 plus fighters, it's the obvious question is on finance, of course, no doubt about that, and I was very transparent on that. But I do think there is a momentum right now. Don't over-exaggerate the frozen asset, but it's one sign. Also the realization among the coalition of the willing countries that in the long-term security guarantees for Ukraine is a strong Ukraine. The long-term security guarantees for the rest of Europe is a strong Ukraine collaborating with Europe. So there is a full realization that we need to be part of that build-up. Then, of course, we should unite on all these extremely important details. That's why I said this is a long way to go, but we have a clear idea on where to end that road.
Thank you. Aftonbladet.
Victor Stenqvist, Aftonbladet. Mr. President, two questions. Firstly, what was your reaction to the cancellation of the meeting between Putin and Trump? And secondly, if Putin can't be stopped in Ukraine, what risks do you see in the future for Sweden?
Europe will have risks. I don't know. I think Sweden is a very important part for EU, strong part, important part, and of course, if one of the European countries, of EU countries, is in risk, I think that the security of Europe is in risks. So that's it. I think that I said about it. If we will not stop Putin, if we will not have a plan how to have a peace. So if we will not have minimum of this ceasefire with understanding what to do next steps, so Putin can try to open new front somewhere, because for him Ukraine is very difficult. I'm not comparing our security or our military capability with other countries. No. I'm not trying to do it. I'm just say that we are in war so many years. And that's why I think other countries are not ready for such thing. It's like we've been at the very beginning of the war. It's understandable. So it's difficult to prepare for the war. It's not true that somebody can really prepare for the war, totally prepare, because psychologically, the most important, it's about people. Who is ready for the war? Who wants war? Normal people they don't want. And it's understandable why. Because you are adequate people. That's it. You don't want losses. Don't want to lose your family. And that's why I'm sure that the most important strong society, but I think society is difficult again to prepare society for the war. And God bless that other countries will not do it. And that's why he will find, I think, if he will think about, he can think about other country, one or another, but not very big because it's difficult. Because it's difficult not only to occupy the part, it's very difficult to hold. Ukrainian territory is big, one of the reasons. So yes, our people, yes, we long in war, but our territory is big. That's why you need too much people to hold it, even after you occupied it, temporarily occupied it. You have to hold. You need more soldiers. And it's very expensive. And so a lot of details about it. I mean, that we can speak about it, yes, with details, but we need too much time for this discussion. That's why I think risks have, first of all, small countries. This is my opinion. And for Putin, doesn't matter. They are in NATO, in EU, or not.
Thank you. And then we have the last question from Sveriges Radio.
Mr. President,
this is a question to both of you. As Ulf Kristersson says, this is a very urgent situation, but we can do things in the here and now. We can send old airplanes, as it were, that we have in Sweden.